She thought she was playing hide and seek, but no one was seeking after her, and she never came home. 10 days later, a smell started to emit. Today, I bring you the case of Huang Na from Singapore. Hello, you guys, and welcome to the GMC channel where I bring you the ghost, the mystery, the crime. I am Esther Vincent, also known as Leah Mia on social media. Thank you so much for clicking on this video for today. I hope you guys stick around till the end as per usual. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. At the end of the video, please leave me a like, maybe a comment, share the video with others. That will really help to boost the channel out. And that's it. Thank you so much. Let's get into today's crime story. October of 2004, Singapore. Huang Na was just 8 years old, but she was not originally from Singapore. She was born in Fujian, China, to parents who came from poor farming family. Little Huang Na's life was not perfect as her father left for Singapore years earlier, and I guess because of the distance, things just did not work out well between her father and her mother, and they separated. Later on, she got a stepfather, and family life for her was not perfect. Most of the time, it's just her and her mother. So in 2003, her mother brought her to Singapore as a pay-do mama, a parent who relocates just so their child can get a better education. Huang Na was enrolled in Jin Tai Primary School, and they lived inside Pasir Panjang Wholesale Center. It's a place where it's full of stall. It's sort of like a market, so it's full of stall, workers, noise, and familiarity. Soon, people around the marketplace knew Huang Na very well. She was described to be a very talkative, friendly, cheerful child that just talked to anyone. Among all the people that Huang Na trusted, there was this one guy that she called Uncle. His name was Tuk Leng Hao, a Malaysian guy working in Singapore, and he worked as a vegetable packer inside of the same wholesale center. He wasn't a stranger. He played with her. He often bought her food. He even gave her rides on his motorcycle. So to Huang Na, he wasn't dangerous. He was familiar. He was safe. He was Uncle. That unfortunate morning, Huang Na was home, but her mother wasn't even in Singapore because she had gone back to China for about 2 weeks to settle some matters over there. Huang Na was here at that house being looked after by one of their housemates. At around 1:30 a.m., she wanted to go out to go and make a phone call to her mother using the public phone booth that was inside of the wholesale center. This wasn't unusual. She had done it multiple times before. So she left alone, barefoot, wearing a denim jacket and Bermuda shorts. Records would show that she did speak to her mother for about 6 minutes. Now it was around 2:30, like 1 hour had passed by, and she had not returned home. Her caretaker started to get a little worried, and she started asking around, started looking for her around the wholesale center. By 10 p.m., Huang Na was nowhere to be found, so the police were finally informed. And just like that, a normal day turned into something else. What followed next was massive. Police searched the entire wholesale center as well as the areas around it. Officers carried Huang Na's picture everywhere they went. Taxi drivers, taxi groups, they joined in the search as well. More than 70,000 flyers were distributed all over Singapore, and volunteers got together and formed search parties to help. The search, it didn't just stop inside of Singapore, but it spread all the way into Malaysia. Everywhere her face was seen. Huang Na's mother returned to Singapore immediately upon hearing the news. She started doing her own search wherever, however she could, walking, asking strangers, showing Huang Na's picture to whoever she can, hoping, waiting, looking for her daughter. Police began questioning everyone that was close to Huang Na, including that uncle guy, took Leng Hao. On October 19th and 20th, he was thoroughly interviewed. He started whipping up stories saying that three unknown gang members came and they kidnapped Huang Na. He knows nothing more than that, blah, blah, blah. But his story was just not sitting right with the police. So they decided that they're going to take him back for further questioning. On the way, the police, together with this uncle guy, they stopped for a meal. This uncle guy, he asked to use the toilet, and that was it. He ran, he escaped, took a taxi, and crossed the border into Malaysia. Now, this guy who had been just brought in for further questioning has turned and become a prime suspect. After 9 days of running and hiding inside of Malaysia, this uncle guy finally gave up and turned himself in to the Malaysian authorities, and he was brought back to Singapore on the 30th of October 2004. This time, he told the truth. He claimed on that day at around 1:40 p.m. he saw Huang Na walking around the wholesale center all alone, so he went to her, spoke with her, and gave her two mangoes for her to eat, which the remnants were also found inside of her stomach during the autopsy. He then coaxed her to join him and go into a storeroom inside of that wholesale center, telling her that we would play a special game of hide and seek. What a creepy ass guy. Hide and seek inside a storeroom. Inside, he stripped her naked, bound her limbs with raffia string, and then sexually assaulted her. Fearing Huang Na would tell on him, the uncle guy, he smothered her. He covered her nose and mouth for about 2 minutes until her body went limp. To make sure that she was indeed no longer alive, he stomped on her back, her neck multiple times and started kicking her before wrapping her body in 9 layers of plastic bags, placing it into a small cardboard box, and sealing it with tape. It was still daytime at this point, so it was very risky for him to remove or dispose of the cardboard box that had Huang Na's body. So he just loitered around, stayed around the wholesale center until about 5:30 p.m. After that, he borrowed a friend's motorcycle and drove back to his flat at Teluk Belanga and started watching TV as if though nothing had happened. Finally, at around 8 p.m., he drove back to the wholesale center, went to the storeroom, took the cardboard box, tied it up to the motorcycle, drove all the way to Teluk Belanga Hill Park, and over there he disposed of it. By 9 p.m., he had already returned the borrowed motorcycle back to his friend. About an hour later, that's when Huang Na's guardian, Madam Lee Siu Sin, reported her missing to the police. If you think and see, by the time they reported, he had already done everything from bringing her to the storeroom, assaulting her, killing her, and disposing her. After he had done all of this, after about an hour, is when they even reported her missing. Like, on 31st October 2004, following the uncle guy's confession, police went to the hill park looking for the box. They would find it stuffed inside a thick vegetation. Even around the box, there was really bad, foul smell coming out of it. Once they opened the box, they would find a small child's badly decomposed body sitting in a crouching position. Therefore, after 3 weeks, the search for Huang Na finally comes to an end. The trial began in July of 2005. 14 days, just 2 weeks, 76 witnesses, forensic evidence, and reenactment video. Took Lang Hao, the uncle guy, he was also brought to the wholesale center with his hands bound to show the locations on where it all happened. In court, he tried saying that it was all an accident, that Huang Na had hit her head on something hard inside the storeroom while they were both playing their special hide and seek. And by the time he turned and looked at her, she was already on the floor, convulsing with blood coming out of her mouth. So, to help her further, he had to bind her limbs up and strip her naked so that he can hit her back and neck. This was the story that he came up with, saying that it was an accident. Can you believe that? This guy. The court bluntly rejected all of these claims and he was found guilty. He was sentenced to death on the 27th of August 2005. In January of 2006, his appeal was also rejected. So finally, on November 3rd, 2006, the uncle guy, Tuk Leng Hao, was executed in the Changi prison. I always say Singapore, they don't play with their execution. If you are sentenced to death, it happens really quickly. Like he was sentenced to death in 2005. 2006, he was executed. Thousands came to Huang Na's funeral. Strangers brought her flowers, sweets, and toys, even Hello Kitty gifts, which she loved. She wasn't just a victim anymore, but she became a child the whole country remembered. She didn't disappear into the darkness. She did not get lost. She walked into a room with someone that she trusted and never walked out. Because sometimes the most dangerous person isn't a stranger, but someone that is very much familiar. That is it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are still here till this very moment, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, a like, a comment. And if you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow further. Until the next time, take care of yourself, take care of your little ones. Don't let them out of your sight. Be safe, and I will see you guys soon. If you guys have time to spare, please click on my next video or my playlist, watch my other videos, and I will see you guys again. Bye.